Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you with the Puffco Peak Pro Diamond Dab of the Day. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. As always, I want to thank you for being here. But today, I want to really tell you how much I appreciate everyone getting me to the milestone and beyond of 25,000 subscribers. Each and every one of you, every comment, every like, every subscriber, I take seriously and I respond to. Thank you. Let's get started on today's topic. Organization. Really organized people are not born organized, are they? No. They develop, learn, cultivate habits that help them get and stay organized. Now, even if you think like me that you're disorganized, you can learn to be organized, especially situationally. From planning things, jotting things down, to ditching the anniversary and organizing things that matter, you'll become an organized person as long as you're willing to learn and practice a little bit. So organizing our lives really is the foundation of success, if you think about it, in many different facets of our life. We can easily stay on top of things and avoid stress by staying organized. Organizing our life is a skill that's developed over time with lots of practice. So focus on one thing at a time, as we've always talked about, little baby steps. That's how to get our life organized, to avoid being overwhelmed and giving up much too soon. So some of the habits on how to organize our life, some of the things we want to cultivate are writing things down. We all know someone that remembers every birthday, sends cards for every single holiday. It's not magic. And maybe they don't even use memorization. Trying to remember things will not help us stay organized. Maybe we should try writing them down. Well, a pen and some paper is a way, or on a computer, even an app, of remembering things externally. And it's certainly much more permanent than up here between the ears. And by the way, you only further complicate your life by trying to remember all the important dates and reminders in your head. Write it down. It's like a shopping list for groceries. Instead, it's for gifts, for home decor, important dates, meetings, birthdays. Hey, as an experiment, try writing down people's names shortly after you meet them when they're not looking. And you know what? You'll remember a lot more names that way. Now listen. This is about making schedules and deadlines. Organized people don't waste time. They recognize that keeping things organized goes hand in hand with staying productive. So, try not to procrastinate. The longer you wait to do something, the more difficult it's going to be to get done. I can tell you from true experience that if you want your life to be less stressful and less demanding, then organize as soon as you can. Putting in the effort to get things done as soon as possible will lift a tremendous weight from you doing it later. I promise you. Something as simple as reorganizing this studio. So, remember, start with giving everything a home. There's a few little things we can do. It's easy to get lost if you don't have a home. So keeping your life organized means keeping things in their proper places. Organized people know exactly where things are when they need to get them, believe it or not. Whether it's a labeling system or just knowing where they are. Behind this sign here that says Senior Stoner Studios, I know where my things are. My atomizers, my glass, my silicone rings. I really do. What shelf they're on. So maybe it's important to declutter regularly, not just once in a blue moon, but regularly. Maybe find time every single week to declutter. And organize. Organize. Highly organized people, make sure they find time every week to organize their things. Even if they think they're organized already, they try to do it even more on a more organized scale, because those types of people are organizing continuously and consistently. Maybe we should only keep what we need. A big bag went out of this studio. More stuff means more clutter. People who live organized lives only keep what they need and what they really, really want. Now, having fewer things also means that you get to enjoy those fewer things and feel better about using everything you own, rather than letting a lot of it gather dust like unfortunately I have done in my life. Learn from me, everybody. So it's important. Instead of renting a storage unit or buying a larger home for all your crap or getting a container out front to empty your basement 6 times since you lived here, acquire less stuff. Think about that. And keep what you need. Get rid of it gradually. Know where and when to discard items. Do whatever you can to get rid of the stuff. Less stuff is less clutter. Donate to thrift stores. Sell it on eBay. Recycle. You know what? It's important that as you've removed the things you don't need, hey, you know what you're going to want to do? And I always do this. Replace them. I threw out a tremendous amount of linen and old pillows. I'm not going without new ones. I'm going to buy a couple of, but there's so many other ones on the market. So you got to know when and where to discard things properly, okay? So try to remember also that when you run to replace things, as you organize and say, wait, I need that to fill in that spot, that to fill in that spot, wouldn't that look nice over there? Oh, that's on sale, that's on sale, that's on sale. The bargain isn't the key. The bargain isn't, remember we talked about writing stuff down? The bargain isn't the key, okay? When you're organized, you don't give in to false advertising. Sale, sale, sale. Only more clutter comes from that, okay? So you will be able to find stuff. You will even be able to think, hey, you know what? I'm so organized, I can delegate some responsibilities. What do you think of that? A really organized life maybe isn't overfulfilled with responsibilities. In fact, maybe they create less stress for themselves because they delegate it out effectively. You know what? Circle. We've all talked about the circular living in early part of my 2,100 videos. We've talked about the fact that you always go around in the circle in life, and 2 things happen. You get hope and opportunity. Work hard. Put in some effort. Because actually, if you put a lot of effort in when it's important, you will be able to stay organized. You will find that it might not be a breeze. It'll require a little work, but you can do it. Some of the best ways to organize, I hope we've discussed. Remember, you organized as a kid. You organized as a teenager. Now it's time to organize as an adult, using those habits and those skills we learned coming up. Thanks for watching me, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Talk about organization. I truly appreciate everyone. And this is our Puffco Peak Pro Diamond Dab of the Day. Now, I'm going to do things a little differently today. I have to select a dab tool. I guess it's going to be this one. Boy, I found out I had many more than I thought I had. Just, everywhere there's a dab tool, unfortunately, and it takes up space. So I've consolidated. We're going out on red on our Puffco Peak Pro. Thank you all for being here today, everybody. It's always a pleasure. This is the Real Senior Stoner talking about organization. And in case you can't notice, I did reorganize the studio just a bit. Wait for the dab train, everybody. It's almost here. Choo choo. Here we go. Thanks again. Have a great one. Proxy and Bub. incredible.